Video, audio working? Is it?
Pretty bad it is. I'm getting dark.
Well, there you go.
You and this clapping.
Just for fun. Just for fun.
That's how I line up the audio with the video.
You just clap a bunch of times?
3, 2, 1.
Oh yeah.
And then
Clap.
And I line it up when we go to edit it.
But does the sound happen at the beginning of the visual clap, or is it like the middle or the end? Because depending on how slow the person claps, it could be.
So the person claps, there would be nothing coming out. So I mean,
Right.
yeah, that's right.
If you clap like that, you shouldn't have that job. There's a better place for you in the organization than to have that job.
Yep.
All right, so won't be long today. We're gonna start. Well, we always start with the anatomy or the makeup of our video department. So this is a basic drawing of our Sunday to Sunday setup. Am I missing anything? I don't think I am, but
Why are there 2 laptops? Oh, because is that the purpose of it?
since you asked that question, I'm gonna write it on here. Bro.
The audio input.
Yeah, I'm not doing that right now. I don't want to confuse people. But is this the video makeup, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Let us slow walk this down, spend a few minutes on it. Camera 1 is which camera? In our setup?
Side camera.
Side camera. Where is that set up?
Right by the door. The entrance.
Stage right.
Stage right. Camera 2 is
Main.
Main cam.
main cam. Where is that set up?
Center.
Camera 3 is
Ball.
mobile. That's set up all of them. Because it's mobile. Where is our multi-view TV setup?
Wherever we're
Where's the
stationed for
A10?
the tech room. Wherever you're
There you go.
going.
Tech room. Wherever the tech room is, that's up there. Where's the streaming laptop set up?
Same place.
Same place. Next to the A10.
What is this?
The A10
A10. And that's set up where?
in the tech room.
Tech room. What is this camera's job? Or primary function? Why does that camera exist?
Backup.
Nope.
No.
That's a good guess.
Wait, what camera are we talking?
Oh, no.
Nah. Side cam.
It's meant for angle shot, static angle shot.
Wide shots for the stage.
Both are correct. Static, wide, different variation of the stage. It breaks up the monotony of somebody just watching. You don't want to just be staring at it because then your brain just starts to nod off. So even if you give them the same shot from a different angle, it just breaks it up, makes it more interesting, keeps them engaged. And sometimes it is backup. I shouldn't say wrong. Sometimes we use it as backup because our main camera goes down sometimes, which we will stop doing because we're going to change how we plug that up now.
Or passenger moves too quick for the main camera.
Yeah, or pass moves too quick for the main camera. Then we got to jump to the side. But, so it breaks up. I'll write that down for those that aren't here. Where's my note guy at? I need to.
You're
Gary-
talking
Gary's
to her
back.
right now.
Oh,
Gary's
here,
right
okay. Here you go, Gary. I'm writing notes for you. Change up. Shot. Different angle. And back up. And how is this set up currently?
As far as
Where do we plug up power? Where do we run power from?
on camera 1, it's a portable battery pack.
Battery pack.
currently still HDMI.
And we can't switch from HDMI.
Nope, because we gotta use input 1. So that will stay.
Oh, you have to use input.
Yeah.
Something has to use an HDMI input.
And it might as well be that because it's the shortest run.
Right.
What is camera 2's purpose, function? Why is our main camera exist?
That's our center stage shot.
The follow shot, whatever you want to call it.
Home base shot.
Yeah, that's the main,
That's
it's
a
home.
Home base, yeah. I like that.
Main camera. Anytime you do a shoot, like, I don't care if you're super professional or amateur, you always want a home shot, even if it's a backup shot. Because home, you can always go back home. No matter if you get all this other stuff wrong, you can always come back home. So we may want to make sure our home, if no other camera is functioning or working correctly or look good, home has to be correct. So this is the home shot. This is the one you will lean the most on. This is dead center, middle of the room. So the fact that that is automatically backup, problem, but we'll solve that. It's okay. Home. How is this currently set up?
Depending on who sets it up, it's either hardwired in or battery packed.
There's usually power nearby.
There's usually power nearby. It should really go
We gotta
hard.
change the beginning of that sentence depending on who sets it up.
It should be hardwired in though. It should be plugged into an outlet.
Hardwired into an outlet. Perfect. That is the way that we would do it moving forward, no matter who's setting it up. Hardwired into an outlet. So you need to set up home first. Hardwired in, get the line ran, make sure that is functioning. So this first. From now on. So we don't do no more of the, depending on who sets it up. Nope. Hardwired into an outlet because this cannot die. Under no circumstances. If it dies, it's your fault. Because this is first. What kind of cords are we running to this?
So that's an
SD.
HDMI to SDI.
Yeah, correct. And do we remember why?
Because the SDI is not directional.
Yep, SDI is bi-directional and it's longer than 15 feet run. So, of these two, I just want to make sure we're on the same page. Which is most important?
2 or main.
Most important. So in our setup, I know we're scrambling and running, but we got to make sure that we get it in an order so that it becomes second nature. And if that order needs to be this first, so you can come back here and throw out what order do you currently do it in? I should ask the 2 people who have directed, or the 3 of you that have, all of you have directed in this room. So what order do y'all set it up in?
I try to get that up running first.
What about you?
Yeah, I set that up first.
This? Or this?
Well, I set the camera up. Well, honestly, it's
I run my
it's a
cables
toss
first.
up for me.
You run your cables first?
I run all my
Toss
cables
up?
first.
What about you?
I usually set up the cameras first.
Yeah.
Okay.
The tricky part is sometimes we don't have platforms out there and sometimes we do. So I usually go there first because I usually want to set up the gym first just because that's where people are going to be at. So I don't want to be conflicting with other people when they're trying to set up chairs and stuff like that. So I usually go
Same reason I set
platforms
up
and
the
then
wires, cables first. Because you don't want to be laying down cables during first service if you're running out of time.
Yeah.
So,
That's a good point. And we do have the luxury of we don't live stream first service.
right.
So we do have that luxury. So actually let's start making up an order as we are going. Fair to say what? What are we starting with? Cables, platforms,
Tripods.
tripods, what are we starting with first?
I'd say cables probably be the best thing because I think
I would say platforms.
That's what I'd say. I'd
That's
say
what I-
platforms.
Platforms. Usually you're,
Because then you know where to run your cables too.
exactly.
that, and then you're not in people's way when they're trying to do their work.
What's second?
Then cables.
yeah, and then cables. And then tripods.
for?
Then, yeah, ATEM, laptop.
Mm-mm.
No?
ATEM has to be first.
Now we're thinking, because if we're running cables, we're running them too.
And also ProPresenter relies on the ATEM being plugged up.
Huh?
ProPresenter relies on the ATEM being plugged up.
Really?
Yep.
Okay. Didn't know that.
Otherwise it causes formatting issues on the ProPresenter computer.
So it should go platforms, or platform, A10, then
So ATEM first?
Yeah. You literally just need to plug the power into the ATEM.
Right.
And that's it.
Because usually the ProPresenter person will plug it in.
Right.
Okay.
So what's next?
Then the laptop.
Then the laptop,
Camera settings.
camera settings. What's a year?
I don't know, whatever comes to mind whenever I'm doing
See,
it.
that's what we gotta get. We
I know,
have
that's
to get
what-
out of that. Just whatever pops in my head. There needs to be an order.
Well, so camera settings, we can't really do until the lights are down, right?
Correct.
Yeah, but that should be something that is happening quickly.
In a perfect world. But this is an imperfect world. So if we're doing it on our regular Sunday, who knows when the light guy is actually gonna get?
Well, this
Well, realistically, how?
past Sunday, the light guy didn't know he was on.
What?
Yeah.
So Christian went, "Who's on waste today?"
So where we at? Laptop, lights. Laptop, camera setting. Because your cameras are relatively easy, I'm gonna say what I would do or what I would want us to do. At this point, set the camera settings.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Starting with camera or with the main
With the
camera.
main. Yep. Main first. So that way your camera setting usually is like cinema. We'll get into the deeper dive and stuff later. And usually your cam op will be the one manning that while the director is back here. But let's say we run into an issue like Sunday where you have one person doing both or you don't have a cam op at all. What would be
We didn't
next?
have a camera person on Sunday?
Last Sunday was Ishmael. He was camera and lights. You had him on. Just do.
That's right.
We were like,
It was kind of hard to
we were like, why would he put Ishmael on camera and lights? But we figured it out.
He got it with Christian's help.
Yeah, Christian was.
He was there. He was on it.
He was clutch.
So what's next? Laptop. What we got left? Laptop, TV.
Yeah.
What's first?
Laptop, TV first, and then laptop. No. I think TV first.
Yeah, TV first, because that way you know the ATEM's functional when putting something out there.
I think too for the online or for the streaming sound person for audio,
Yeah, that's
for
a
them
good
to
point.
be able to see the stage too, helps them fine tune things too.
Yeah.
So
And you can see you got audio coming to it. So I think there may be something we need to add way up at the beginning, and that is check batteries. Because like usually when I come in, that's the first thing I do is I grab those battery packs and check them out. Because if I need to put something on an outlet, or you charge, I want to get it going right away. So.
Well, now, this should be the only camera that you need those battery packs for.
Yeah.
Because the mobile cam has, supposed to have.
Hey, Cam, this isn't a perfect one.
No, it's not. It's not perfect world. We are going to start controlling all the things that we can control. So, this is supposed to have its own battery.
Yeah, Cam 2 is hardwired, so you should
Which
be able
means,
to-
yeah, so Cam 2 should never ever run a battery pack in. If we have to buy an extension cord solely for that camera, let me know. So we can get that.
We already have one.
then that definitely should never, ever be in the battery pack.
So you have to run it like 30 feet, 35 feet.
Ooh. Or get a longer power strip where the presenter and the soundboard.
No, camera 1 or camera 2?
My main.
I'm talking about the main camera.
Oh,
Yeah,
gotcha.
main camera's
Yeah.
only like,
Yeah, that one's fine.
Camera
Yeah.
2 can stay on the battery pack. That's fine. Because that is a very long run for power. So, monitor, TV. Then what's after that?
laptop.
Laptop. Not the right notes. It's bothering me. What's next?
I make sure the sound plugged in too at some point. I don't know where we
That's a good point.
Is that your responsibility though? Is that the audio person's responsibility?
To do what now?
To plug in the audio.
I think it's a shared one.
It's the sure.
You should be, I think you should be verifying that they did.
Correct.
Yeah.
But you are still the director.
Yeah.
It's not plugged up, ultimately, it's your fault. Then you can say, Soundbird didn't plug it up, then it's their fault. Just kick that ball down the hill. So,
Well, I would say like at the laptop, right after the laptop, we want to make sure that we get cameras and audio running all the way through the system. That's kind of
so that will be our double check point.
that's the point where you know, if things aren't set up.
Actually,
Kind of help.
let's call it a double check. Call those line checks. Line check is making sure, like you said, cameras are all coming through, sound is coming through. And if it's not, this is the point where you start scrambling. Because you should have gotten it in these steps, but if you didn't get it by now, you time to start scrambling to put it together. What's last?
Take a picture of it.
Is that it?
Setting up the YouTube stream and all that too.
Put a picture of this.
Yeah, I'd probably do it in that step.
Yeah.
Or do it after you do your line check.
Right.
Which one is more comfortable for you guys?
I would usually do the line check first and then do YouTube, because like line check is where if you got to go back in the other room and mess around with something,
Right.
you want to do it there. If you do YouTube first and that delays anything, then you have less time to go out. Use
Yeah.
fix-
The
fix-
beautiful thing is that you have time
Yeah.
for the live stream.
Yep.
So I would definitely do all that last. Because this all has to be set up. What's the most pressing, based on the time and the structure that we currently have, is 1 through 4. Getting done before they get here for morning service. 5 through 8, got a little bit of time. I wouldn't just lollygag if it was me, but teach his own. No. But you have time for 5 through 8. So this will be the order. There is no varying, there is no, we do everything 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. From here on forever. All in favor say aye. Aye. Okay.
So what about the mobile? Is that for?
That would be in between here. Technically it's a camera, so you'd set it up in 4.
So are we essentially saying this is the setup process for the person directing and the person running cameras?
Cam out, yep.
Okay.
So if I'm coming in and I'm directing and Ishmael's a cam out, I'm gonna say, hey, I'll do 1, you do 2, we'll meet up at 3, I'll leave you for 4, because I'm gonna start setting up 5, and then we'll stay in the back for 6, 7, and 8. That's what I would say if I was directing. But again, you may have a lazy cam out or a lazy director, you may have to flip flop that. That makes the most sense in order in my head. If I'm directing, I'm messing with the A-10. So I'd go do that. While whoever is doing camera start getting platform time. Does this make sense?
Yeah.
Perfect.
It's a good starting point.
So then there are no more questions of I don't know how to set it up, when to set it up, how to set it up. So this is our, oh, we're not done. How's this set up? And what is its function? not called adapters.
Holiday.
The transmitter.
Transmitters. And how's power ran to those cameras? Batteries. I think I'm gonna spell this wrong. Oh, wait. I got it
That's
right.
good.
Yeah, I got it right. What's its function?
Dynamic shots.
Bingo. This adds the feel good.
Feel good shots.
So this is like, you know, worship moments, praise moments, spontaneous moments, tears, emotions, all of that. That shot right there. I tell people this shot is your eyes. Because when you're in service, your eyes are never just going to be glued to one thing. Your eyes are going to be wandering. You're going to see somebody do something that's going to catch your eye, a light change. That is what that is. So if you're at home, you still feel like you have eyes in service. It makes you feel like you're there. So be thinking about that. Now, I want to stay here for one quick second. We haven't gotten deep into it yet, but I want to pause and say, we have to get better with timing on our mobile shots, how long we stay, and get off of that shot. And it literally changes per shot. Like your pastor's preaching and you want to stay on this shot for a minute while he's preaching, that's acceptable. But if you're in praise and worship and you switch to the keyboard player, nobody wants to be looking at the keyboard player for 2.5 minutes. You know what I mean? So, feeling out how we get on and off of shots, we're going to work on that. Because it can turn from a feel-good shot to a feel-bad shot real fast and get real distracted. So you don't want to turn that pendulum the other way. You want to stay on feel-good. So we'll work more on that when we start practicing and start learning lingo and stuff like that. Multi-view TV. That's that. For those of you that don't know. We call it the multi-view because it has multi. 1, 2, 3, all 4 of your cameras. Your lower thirds, you can see what you're about to put on screen and what's already on screen. Program is what they see, preview is what they're about to see. So don't get those mixed up. And when we are directing, we fix in the preview, we do not fix on the program. So if a shot is wrong, but you can get away with it on the program, stay there. Don't be like, oh, actually, bump back a little bit. Unless you can make it some type of action shot, like a slow pan or a slow zoom, then you can be tasteful. But you don't want to be like, oh, wrong person. And that happened on the program feed. You fix all of that in the preview. Make sense? That's the biggest, that's going to be the biggest kicker.
Yeah.
Is not doing that during the program, on the program feed. And some of them you just won't catch. That's okay. But some of them it just be like, you couldn't have waited a minute.
Yeah.
Like, and sometimes you won't be able to hear. So even as a cam mom, if you got a shot and you think they said something to you, hold that shot until you get clarity.
Okay.
Don't just be swinging the camera like, what'd you say?
Yeah.
Like the first week Quavon did it. He just kept moving the camera and be like, I can't hear you. I was like, yeah, you're about to get fired. So,
He needed to turn up the headphones.
right, I'm like, push the volume button. Okay, so multi-view TV, what's its purpose?
It's your eyes as a director.
Correct. Director's eyes. That means that is your chance to get the perfect shot. To get a shot that supports whatever is going on in service and whatever it is that you are trying to relay to the at-home audience. So really take time to get that right. Get a sequence right in your head where you want to go. Like if I'm a director, I'm thinking ahead. This is a praise and worship song and it's a lot of energy. I may say mobile cam, stick on Kara, and the side cam will be where I'm about to go next in my head. So I'll say start on Kara, slow zoom out. As he's zooming out, I'm gonna switch to the side cam. So it's a seamless transition. So I'm thinking ahead and I'm planning out my shots on what I can see. So those are your eyes. Don't just, sometimes you can look at it so long, you just start ignoring parts of it and you just look at either the program or the preview. Try hard not to do that because it's valuable to be able to see the other parts. even ProPresenter, if someone ProPresenter is kind of funky, you can talk to our operators and tell them because you're paying attention. So that's your director's eyes. How's that set up? You know the power is in the wall, so you don't gotta say that part.
HDMI.
HDMI out from the 10 to monitor.
Correct. HDMI out from ATEM,
Yeah.
from the HDMI out on ATEM. Perfect. ProPresenter laptop. What's that purpose?
To show.
Send it out.
Send it out to show ProPresenter.
Yeah.
For ProPresenter. Now, we may expound on how we use ProPresenter. So trying to figure that part out, because you can live stream from ProPresenter. We're doing lower thirds right now, but we're going to change how we do lower thirds. Kind of put like a block color background, so it looks just a little cleaner. But the purpose of ProPresenter is to add visual aids to your service. So if there's a Bible verse, you cannot just assume everybody at home has a Bible or has downloaded the Bible app.
Mm-hmm.
That's where we come into play. If we have an event coming up, you want them to sign up, put the sign up on the screen. We'll make it easy for people to connect with the ministry, easy for them to know what's going on, easy for them to follow along, including sing along. People are more engaged when they can sing along. They may not know the rhythm of the song or the key, but if they can read the words, they're more engaged. So it is visual aids, it adds to their experience. So it's very important that we have that correct. But if you cannot get it correct, it is okay to not have it. But what is never okay is that weird middle ground. Either have it or don't have it. But that middle ground of you fixing it in the middle of the service, nope. We will never show it if it is messed up. Because you don't want to show it, it flickers and then it goes off the screen. Then they're going to be like, I couldn't even finish reading. Like, that's way more annoying than anything. So, we're taking away that middle ground option that exists. Either have it or don't have it. But no more gray.
Having Matt was on ProPresenter on Sunday, and we gave him one of the headsets. He was amazing at communicating. He was switching between the lower thirds versus actually going to
Yeah.
Yeah, that's helpful a lot too. For sure.
Yeah. Because it is a different setting on ProPresenter that can throw you off.
I've had the words playing, and then without knowing that they were going to switch over, then the whole one comes up. And I'm
Yeah, like,
oh,
it's overlaying the worship
yeah.
team.
Yeah.
So, last but not least, oh, I'm sorry, we got two more. How is this hooked up? A10.
Howard.
Hardwired. Then what else we got?
HDMI 1 needs to be something needs to be always plugged into it.
What is something?
Yeah, you already have it up there. Camera 1 is
Camera
HDMI.
1 needs to always be plugged into HDMI.
Alright, so what I'll do is I'll put the input on. So what's the input one?
Camera, side camera.
Side cam?
Yep.
What's the input two?
The main cam.
What's the input three? What's the input four?
ProPresenter.
So this is forever the setup until otherwise duly noted. Input one, side cam. Input two, main cam. Input three, mobile cam, input 4, ProPresenter. Outputs, Ethernet.
My USB-C adapter.
There's, we can record, we have not done.
Why not?
PC goes to the drive.
Why are we recording?
It was a backup.
Or when our internet was kind of sketch.
Let's go back to that. Make sure we have our drive.
It's in there, we just don't plug it up.
I have not been using it. The recorder.
Yeah.
Where's the HDMI output?
Multi-disc. They've literally never pulled a single video off of that.
No, right.
In the 4 years that I've been going here, it's never been pulled.
She checked.
That's
the
hilarious. Somebody told me early on that.
Even when
that
things
she was
were-
giving us a hard time.
Screwy.
Even when things were screwing, we were like 3 out of 4 services were not streaming. We still were not pulling them off of the drive. So
Huh.
But we're gonna start using that stuff for reels and backup. So go back to record.
For
Okay.
reals.
So we're gonna start cutting it up. But I don't want to cut up the YouTube video. That gets weird. Trying to have them download the YouTube video, cut it up. We're just gonna start pulling it off the drive. They can use that for reels.
It's just extra steps you gotta take when you do that. It's like take it from YouTube.
Yeah, you gotta go download it from YouTube. You gotta wait for it to download.
you're taking a compressed video to begin with.
Yeah, then you're taking the compressed video. Then you gotta cut that video up. Versus just snatching it off the drive.
And then you
You
can
can
go
do
straight
whatever,
to cut.
do whatever you want to do with it. So this is our anatomy. Beautiful mess. So we got our steps that we will forever follow. We have our setup that we will
We're
forever
missing
follow.
input audio on there.
No, that's true. Yeah. That's the sound guy's purpose. They're paying attention. Anything else?
Cool.
So remember this, because next week we're going to break down the in-between parts. Making sure we know which cables go what adapters go where, so that we have a set run and a set idea of what does what.
It'll be a lot easier too when we get the SCI 810 or
Correct.
whatever.
Correct.
By next week.
Yep. I'm about to go ring the alarm.
Can you rewrite the director's eyes?
Oh, sorry. It was in my way. So I had to move it.
Try it.
That better. You know, you're there. You gonna turn the lights on.
Yeah, sure.
You're not able to see it.
All those iPhones are magical.
Oh yeah, I forgot you do that.
Yeah, I got the dark adjustment.
Mm-hmm. I genuinely don't know what problem we were having earlier. So,
That's okay. I'm gonna act like I didn't know that you fixed it. I'm gonna say, hey, you gotta replace that.
Oh. Now you broke it.
does it?
Jeez.
We're good.
You broke it.
Yeah, it's still getting data.
All right. That is our first lesson with our anatomy and our makeup. Like it's a lot of information for some people to process, so we're gonna stop there. Questions? All right, cool. Good job. Yeah, just go on the whiteboard next time. I'm sorry. I started drawing it right.
When we do,
Fade out.
focus out? Can you try focus out?
Focus on, what's that?
Here, try. Try defocus.
Try to focus.
We had some focus problems on Sunday. I was
Yeah.
watching the stream and there's a lot of out of focus shots and usually